Hey, J-Bar. I guess I could say good morning, right? So good morning. Oh, damn. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me turn down my mic. Hopefully this is a little better. Well, I mean it's almost morning, right? Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I guess you can call it morning. Oh, for me it's just like 10:16 right now. We had daylight savings, so I guess we gain an hour, which is good to some extent, I guess. Oh yeah. Oh, was that really the issue? That update that they released? That's pretty interesting. Huh. I'm trying to figure out why my light probes don't load. That was too big of a fall. Yeah, that's a tough one. You know, I was expecting from that RTX to actually be, especially with the dynamic lighting. I was hoping that it was gonna look like a lot better, like you know, what you'd expect. You know, like kind of bright at the ends and where you know maybe the first or second bounce would reach, and then really kind of darker towards the center. But yeah, it was kind of weird. Oh, I see. Okay, that's better. For whatever reason, the probe is not loading. Yeah, I was trying to make sure that if you do make the mistake of coming off of this, that you won't get up. And now that I'm looking at this, these kind of look like too much the same. So I think that might do it a little better. Kind of like that. I hate that whoever, whenever they scanned this rock, they did this little like really, this is the stuff that I hate on meshes, especially natural ones. Like this kind of stuff that's just like make it, like this thing is just so individual here, you know? So you can notice it like it's here and here, so it's like, it's kind of tough to like, you know, get rid of. So you have to just spin the mesh a little bit. I mean, so for that it would work, but you know. There we go. At least that way they don't look like it's the exact same mesh. I mean, because it is. uh, yeah, I could definitely edit. The thing about it is that since it's a scan, um, like this stuff already probably has some like ambient occlusion coloring in there from when they took the scan. So it's I'm not sure if it's gonna do, if it's gonna help much. But you know, I can always mask it and just like kind of rotate them around. Because I mean, besides this, um, yeah, you know, I mean, you're right. I haven't actually looked at this real close to see if what's the deal with that little area here. So actually, that is part of the actual mesh. So it is indented in there. But you know, I mean, on the other hand, I can what I can do is always apply like some kind of a directional detail. And I think I showed you last time. I can always go with one of these, like a decal that can that I can just put on top. Like for example, this one. This one might be a little too big, but um, so you know, on certain areas, you know, maybe stuff like this could help with just masking it out a little bit. You know, kind of stuff like that, I would say. But yeah, that's just kind of nitpicking it, I guess. Um, so yeah, one of the things that I've actually tried to test lately is a stealth kill. So and the thing that I've also done is being able to drag the body after you've done the deed, so to speak. So let me see how that works. I'm gonna give that a try here. Come on. So let's see, this guy is oriented that way. So let me get an enemy in place. Well, I mean, pretty much all the stealth game that I played, and I really enjoyed the mechanic of it, is, you know, once you do a stealth kill, you know, being able to, you know, dispose of the body. So, so let me see how that works. I've only tried it in my test level. So let me see how that works here in like an actual game environment. Let me see. I think this guy could actually work. Alright, so let's see. Whoops, what the hell happened to you? Oh, I'm wondering if it needs to have a navigation mesh, but maybe it doesn't. Oh, first thing what I want to do is actually make the add the material to this so that, you know, it just highlights it a little bit. Asset reference, and then it's going to be a highlight instance. There we go. Yeah, actually, that's another mechanic that I've implemented. So this part right here, you've probably seen, is just the kind of edge, like kind of shimmy wall hug around the edge of something, and it can also work for crawling. This part here is for climbing, and what I'm gonna try and do, and actually test it here, because again, I've tested it in my test level, is being able to like kind of not vault, but climb over like you know, obstacles that are a little higher than your jump. So you know your jump height is, I'm not sure what it is set at the moment, maybe half a meter. Um, oh, actually no, the climbing thing actually took a lot less than like I think I had it done in like maybe a couple of hours. The biggest thing for it was the animation. Like the animation took forever to find. Um, but I'll show that to you real quick. The mechanic itself actually was really quick because it's really simple. So at least the way I've done it. I've seen some that are like, I mean, most of them, from what I could tell, are from with like um, ray tracing, or like, you know, so you look at something. Hey, Dreyer, what's going on? Doctor, sorry. um, but thanks, dude. Yeah, it's coming along. You know, there's the area is getting bigger. So yeah, what I was trying to do is actually trying to get this guy so I can like you know, do the deed, take care of him. But for whatever reason, he's like just sitting there in mid-air, and I can't figure out why. If he needs, maybe he needs a navigation mesh. So let me just grab one in real quick and bring it in. So, um, though I'm not entirely sure that's the thing. What's going on right now? Because for whatever reason, it doesn't want to create the navigation on this area here. You know? Let me see. I think I might know what's happening here. We can persistent level. Um, yeah, no, it's not the navigation mesh. I don't think I need this for what I need to do, but I was actually dragging stuff into like the lighting level, so I wasn't putting it in the actual you know, meshes kind of collision level. So let's move it to there. So I'll do that real quick. Selection to current level. Let's do a quick test and see if this guy can. Oh, there he goes. He's still trying to find his like rhythm, but I think we can do a test on you know, taking care of the business. So there he goes. I need to like adjust the way I'm carrying him, but don't go. I guess he went. Oh, for real? Oh man, I'm so sorry about that. The Twitch Discord link. Oh, seems to work for me. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that if it didn't. So yeah, J-Bond, that's kind of the mechanic I was of what I did for the body. And so the thing is, you can also like you know, like once you oh, actually, hold on, I haven't shown the full thing because like there's like also some animation behind this. So let me enable that as well because I was doing a bunch of testing and I had to disable the animation. So let me try and bring that back in. And let's see, where is this starting? Here, I believe. Because what actually happens? Yo, Mark, what's going on? Uh, yeah, animations are like the worst nightmare because you know you can't find like you want to do something and you can't really find what you need. But yeah, check this out. So now hopefully it's gonna work with the animation. Let's see how that plays out. And there's actually a sound in the background. Uh, you know, for you to like, come on, did it get stuck in his mesh? I think so. There's also like a kind of a grunting sound in the background, but it's not perfect. So it's kind of like a short grunt, which sounds kind of horrible. So I need to try and do like a fun recording. But you know that's kind of how it just like takes him from the back, and then you can like drag the body around and you know dump it off the side of a cliff. You know, kind of like that. Yay, caveman. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. But you know, there he is down there, so his friends won't be able to find him. Um, so yeah, what I was saying was that I did the yeah, Hitman who? Oh yeah, those animations. If you look at them from like in the third person, they look really honky. You know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, you know that's kind of the cave. It's I'm not sure why it's so bright out. Um, I kind of thought that I have adjusted the post-process volume to be a little darker. Um, hmm, at least I thought I did. Anyways, so yeah, I was telling Jay Bonnet about this is gonna make it a little brighter. About some of the climbing stuff that I've done. So I guess one of the things that I could do to test it is just place a little bit of an obstacle like that over here to see if we can get over it. Um, so I'm just going to use this one rock because that's all I have. So let me see. I'm trying to. try and make this a little smaller. Let's see, 0.8 maybe. And there's like a pretty flat face here, which I think would be pretty good for scaling up. So right now, this one is pretty tall. You won't be able to like... Oh, and actually, if I'm thinking about it, that might be a pretty cool obstacle there. So at this point, you won't be able to like scale this because it's a little tall, you know. So, you know, jump would not be enough. And actually, I can actually bring this up a little more. So actually, I'm going to do that. So maybe like right there. Okay, so let me see if I can find that blueprint because it's a freaking mess. You know, you don't have to, but I don't want you to, once you get up on the surface, I don't want it to like, for you to like slip off of it. So, I mean, potentially it might not happen at all, but I just wanted to make sure that, you know, that kind of doesn't. So let me try bringing that one in. Let me see, where the hell did I put it? Blueprints. And I keep forgetting what I name stuff. But as far as like the mechanics for like navigating the terrain, I think I'm pretty much where I want to be. You know, like you know, you got your basic standard stuff. You know, like crouching and then walking, jumping. Then you know, kind of climbing up rock faces like that, and then climbing over these rocks. You know, the little, you know, going in between these kind of tight gaps and along the edge of the rock, along with the crawling part. So I think that might... I don't have swimming. I haven't thought of anything that I would use swimming for. It could be useful, but you know, I'll leave that for later. Not probably not for the demo. So okay, but enough of that yammering. Let's see if I can find that. Where the heck did I put it? Did I call it climb? I might have to open my test level. Yeah, let me do that real quick because my memory is failing me right now. So what did I call this? Vault box. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I can show you here how it really quick how it works. So what you're gonna do is like, I'm gonna make it so that you can extend this. So basically, what you do is you can walk up to it, and then you just like climb up. It actually looks a lot better. This one actually looks a lot better in like third person. So because it like behaves like that. So it's actually kind of... in first person, you gotta look down a little bit in order for you to like see your arms kind of just propping on that surface. But yeah, I guess I call it Volt Box. Yeah, so there's a couple of things going on here. Depending on the animation you have, it's kind of... I'm starting to play it right here, and then the leap is like where I'm placing the player once the animation completes. Yeah, Mark, that's what I thought. You know, I mean, because you kind of just being able to jump kind of limits you, and climbing as well. But being able to also vault over stuff is kind of... I thought it was pretty cool to have. And like I said, it was really simple because it's not like with a ray tracing mechanism, which is a lot more I think it's a little bit more complex than just this. This is really simple. So let's see. I want to try it now on that box. Oh yeah, Giovanni, definitely. I mean, you can definitely do it with, because I think that's what they do it in that tutorial that I was looking at. They have so based on that ray tracing, they place the arms somewhere. Um, so Mark, those are not what are you referring to sockets? Oh no, they're not sockets. Hey Shikama, welcome my dude. They're not sockets. They're just like I'm just playing a basic animation. That's all. All right. So once I have this placed, it's got to face this way because like if I gotta look the direction I'm like going. Oh, those are just what do you call them? I think they're called just the little vectors. And it's um, like an editable vector, and you just show the widget. Yeah. Are they called sockets? Alright, so let's see. This is the height leap animation. So this one goes here, and then the height leap is going to go right above, so somewhere right there. I think that might be. I think that might actually work. Let's try this out. So actually, I think I could bring it up a little more, but maybe I'm still not really connecting with it. So let me put it kind of above there. Um, yeah, I think so. I mean, I think so. It could. I haven't tried it. I've had really good success with being able to position these the way I want them to. So I thought that was pretty easy to do. But let me see if now I'm like. Hopefully, it's not gonna jinx me. Because right now it's kind of doing that, and I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, god damn it. I started putting like these is active things on certain stuff. No, just to see if like turn it on and off. um, well, I can show you the blueprint real quick. But you'll have to pardon it. It's a little bit of a mess, as you can tell. So yeah, it's kind of messy. So what I have is just like a height leap and a height leap animation, and they're just like the uh, 3D widget instance editable, so I can move it around in the engine. Um, but um, but yeah, aside from that, I can like probably scoot some of these things around because mess. This would be kind of a failure grade in some high schools. Oh, I think you might be just forgetting. I mean, after all, it's like what 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning over there. So, um, but um, but yeah. So basically, what's happening? It's I go through. I've started using the interfaces quite a lot, and so basically, this is where I'm checking if it's active. Um, oh, this part, no, because I think he was actually trying to. I was on one of his live streams, and he was like asking for ideas of doing stuff. So I was like, yeah, we should do like vaulting over stuff, and that never came to fruition. I think he went on a different route with what he was doing. So I said, okay, I'll just do this myself, and um, yeah. So so yeah, basically, you go through this one, and once you're in the box, you can. I don't know. I mean, did he? I haven't watched some of his latest videos. I mean, I haven't watched some videos in a while. Oh yeah, Mark, this is it's actually so useful because I'll show you something real quick in here. So for the interface, so basically what's happening, you get into that box, and at that point you can set yourself that you can vault. But this jump vault is only going to be called, and I can show you in my character here. So let's see, where's the jumping? Where's the jumping, proning? Switching gate, jump action. Okay, so if the vault box is active, then you can do the message of jump vault. And at this point, well, you can always go back on the recording because the video is going to be on Twitch. So basically, if the vault box is, this is a variable inside of the character. So if the vault box is active or is valid, then I can do a jump vault, which is actually being implemented here. So, and at this point, if you can vault is true, I'm starting to play the montage. I do a little bit of one of the things that I couldn't find a workaround is so when I go into this full body montage, the animation plays the head animation in a certain way, so your camera goes through the head. So I'm actually hiding the head, which is kind of weird, but that's what I'm doing. So so I'm playing the montage. Apologies for the mess of the spaghetti here. I'm doing a little bit of where to move things around here with the setting actor location. And G-Bonnet, I was thinking about moving the camera, but then I wasn't sure how good it was going to look. So yeah, that's potentially what I could do. So Mark, at the end, I'm unhiding the head and end up with playing the full body montage, and then I'm setting the gravity scale back to 1, so things can be moved around. All right, so now I think we can do a test on this thing and see if we can actually get over the thing. So I'll go into third person just so that there we go. Oh, actually that clicked really nice. Wow. I'm starting to be jealous of like third person mode. And I think over here, this one might be a little, I guess it is passable if you jump on it. And then once you get to this point, you can start like climbing. So there you go. That's pretty much it. So let's see how this one looks in, I think it should look pretty good in first person too. Yeah, actually not too bad. And jumping will get you through that. Oh, why? Was it that jarring? Hopefully it wasn't that bad. Yeah, so I guess I kind of like this rock being here, to be honest with you. Just being in the way a little bit. Um, I might need to do something about what's underneath because it's kind of oh, really? Yeah, that takes skills right there. Alright, I think that would work if I place it kinda there. I mean, I'm not gonna, you said it, Mark. um, But thank you. You know, I'll take any of those on their bad day. You know. So I think I'll try and do something like that, and maybe try and cover some of it with some of this stuff. Agent 47? I think he is. Oh yeah, one of the things that I haven't thought of is well, and I need to do that is like being able to for you to get back, you know. So that's kind of something that I need to consider as well, you know. Um, so like trying to figure out what's a good angle on this. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's sometimes it's so tough. Like you get a good position on one of these, and then you're like, oh my God, how the hell am I? And see, like right now, I'm kind of thinking this one might actually look better if I do a negative -0.8 and just flip it like that. Though, yeah, that's not gonna. Actually, no. I think that's gonna be fine like that. Well, yeah, I mean, the movie was actually pretty good. I'm not sure if you guys seen the movie, but but yeah, I mean, I definitely knew the movie was inspired from the game because I played, I'm not sure what it was, like Absolution. I think that one came before the movie, um, and I really enjoyed it. Like that was a good game. Actually, I think that positioning it right there might fit pretty well because it kind of blends in with this crack here, so I think it might fit. And then you might be able to kind of work around, you know, climbing through here. Oh yeah, I mean, I love that game. That was a really good game. And I mean, it was entertaining also, I thought. Okay, I think that kind of looks pretty good there. So let's see if you can get back. Huh, it's not that steep of an angle. So over here you can climb. And yeah, you can climb back, which is good. Not sure why that guy is like... yeah, I guess he's flying. So yeah, I think you can get down this way. The one thing I don't really uh, feel so strongly about is, let me try... Uh, there we go. Kind of the nuance of the rock was a little lighter here, so I think that blends in a little bit better with this one. Yeah, that's the one thing. I mean, I love this one rock that I'm using, but it's yeah, exactly. Well, no, it's not that smooth because the guy is like he's housed inside the rock now. So I think that's one of his problems that You know, he built the house where he wasn't supposed to. It was not up to code. So I think that he might be sitting a little bit better there. Yeah, that's one of the things I didn't really like about this one particular mesh or texture is that it's got like a few shades of color in it. So that's something that I wasn't really, I mean, it's okay, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely problems. The one thing, I mean, I would have been able to fix it and maybe in Photoshop do some edits. But the problem with some of these, like, I'm not sure if you guys know how to do it. The problem is that I wasn't able to export the diffuse map out of this, so which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. So if you fall down from the ledge, that's a good question. You actually die because I didn't want you to. Because once you're stuck down here, it'd be, you know, considering the rocks that I have, um, my life goal. um, but yeah, I mean, considering what I have here for, I mean, for the meshes, I could potentially make something at one end where you can like actually climb back up. But you know, like say for example down here, it could potentially be made so you can climb back up. But yeah, I think it might introduce some frustration because if you're not going to be able to find that, um, I mean, it's definitely doable. It's just a matter um, of where to put it, you know. Because like if I fall down here, you know, so let me bring the player start down in that crevasse or crevice, yeah. So say you start down here, it's kind of tough to where are you gonna put it? Like, I mean, I got it. Those climbing spots, they have like a decal. Um, and the thing with it is that it's kind of kind of a fall. So like I have it so that falling from kind of from there, it's kind of death, you know. And now that I'm thinking of it, but I see what you're saying. It definitely makes sense to be able to have that, you know, because I can see where it would just, you know, prove kind of a fun thing to do, and you know, dying is definitely frustrating. Um, One thing that I'm trying to like figure out is um, like the directional light should not influence the post-process volume that much. Yeah, and that would happen. That's the thing. Um, so yeah, it's definitely kind of a like at the same time, you know, you fall down here and you want to give the player. I mean, I guess I can just place it around here, which would still work. You know, like place the climbing somewhere around here, so they'd be able to like climb up. I mean, it's pretty vertical, so I think that would work pretty good. Um, the thing is, then being able to find that. And I guess if I make it so that, you know, kind of flat surfaces also equate to climbing surfaces. Um, yeah, exactly. And I think at the moment it's not that obvious. Like here, for example, I mean, yeah, it's not very. I mean, once you get close to it, you can kind of see there's like these kind of, uh, you know, kind of cracks in the rock. But yeah, it definitely needs to be a little bit more obvious. I think so. You're right. So yeah, I'll definitely think about it. I mean, I was kind of uh, between should I just have the player die once he like falls down here, or give him the option to be able to, you know, climb back up and, you know, kind of continue on. So yeah, yeah, it's definitely a good point. But definitely the climbing, no matter what I go with, it needs to be made a bit more obvious, you know, so you know where you're going. And you know, at the end, also the same thing with these. So this one, this little thing here, uh, the little climbing portion, you know, I need to make it in such a way that it covers the entire length of whatever this is. So it might just be a little bit of an edit. Yeah, yeah, that was the other thing. Because like on initially, I had these as so I had these climbing points as kind of a little bit of graffiti, like a dash. So you'd think that somebody was already there and they went climbing on that line. Um, and maybe that was because on one hand there's some areas that might not have been previously explored, and that's why I want it to be, you know, not necessarily so obvious. But you're right. You know, there's got to be something that's a little bit more in your face. You know, kind of, hey, this is where you can climb. So, but yeah, definitely. Actually, I'm kind of liking this one right now with the little hump coming down here, and then you got the climb. You know, once you get over this little little move. Yeah, yeah, you don't want the players to get lost. That's definitely true, indeed. Yeah, dude, I am loving this one rock. It's really good rock. So um, yeah, you know what? Actually, I haven't actually tested to see how it performs right now. Um, you know, so let me minimize some of these windows because I'm not sure why, but every single like browser window that I have. Oh, thank you so much, Mark. So right now this one runs at around 60. Do I have something? Oh, I have some more of these open here. Um, so yeah, it runs right around 60. Um, let's see. And this is streaming and in the editor. So, oh wow, that actually shot up to like 80, 70, which is not too bad, you know, for I mean it's inside, so um so I actually got the $9 a month subscription. Um, You don't need to get the because I'm not sure if they still have that 100 points. You get 100 free points if you're subscribed. So you don't have to in any. You can be in any subscription tier. You just have to be subscribed, and you get that 100 points. So I might just kind of go at it and get a few more things that I'm interested in. Like especially for me, it'd be like the mossy rocks. Um, yeah, there's three different ones. I'm not sure if the fourth one is actually well. So, but think about it like this: if you do get it and you get the 100 points, that's quite a good deal. Um, so like I said, I have the 9.99 subscription. So they had, I'm not sure if they still do. They gave away 100 points, 100 free points for all the subscribers, no matter what tier you were in. So you could be on the $9 subscription, you still get the 100 points. The $9 subscription does not give you any points. It just gives you, I think, usage to their bridge and the mixer. So that's what you get with 9.99, and I guess free assets. And yeah, you get free assets every month or so. Um, but you gotta go to like 19.99 to get like 20 points a month or something like that. So, um, well, I mean, it doesn't say it directly because the 100 points was kind of a one-off, so it's not like it happens every day, you know. So, but I was following them on Facebook and Twitter, and I got that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna jump on this because I did get some really good meshes, especially for like the ground. Like these meshes down here, these are like Quixel. I mean, it's actually just one mesh, but um, it's actually pretty nice. It's I love it, especially for like this ground. Well, I think they already have uh, 50 free ones, So if you look at their free stuff, let me take a look at Bridge real quick. Hopefully it doesn't crash Unreal. So quick save. Um, but I can show you real quick. Um, yeah, so that's the thing. There's like free 52. 52 of these are free, which awesome. But you need to have the at least the 9.99 subscription. Oh, really? Huh, interesting. Yeah, but overall, the ones that I did buy, they were actually like really good quality. So I think there's some that I don't think I would go for, like especially the ones that are like um, what do you mean? What do you need? What was that? Oh wow, this is pretty cool. Damn, huh, that's nice. But they had like the mossy rocks, which I really like. Like for example, this one. This one's a pretty cool one that they just put out. But there are some that I would not get, like because they're kind of tough to blend in. Like to use. So let's see. Like this one, I got this one, and I don't really like it. And I believe you can purchase points, but at that point it gets a little expensive. So that's why I was like, when they had this 100 points thing, I like really jumped on it, and I just, you know. And I think once they released these 100 points, they actually dropped the cost. I think it used to be like 6 points for one of these, and now it's 4 points. So. But yeah, there's some rocks that I never really got because I didn't like them. Like this one, I think was one of them. Stuff like this where it's like slightly covered with moss, and it just kind of the moss is takes away from it. Like this one, I didn't really like stuff like that. So, but they're pretty good with their subscription stuff, you know. So you definitely get a pretty good deal, especially with the now they're a little cheaper on their cost. So the procedural textures, I believe you can make them in Mixer, but for the meshes, I'm not sure. I didn't hear anything about that, or at least I didn't see anything on Facebook. Uh, I'm not on Facebook that much, but yeah, I couldn't tell you. Okay, well, anyways, I think that's gonna be it for me for tonight, because yeah, it's getting a little late, and I gotta get up in the morning to get to work. Um, so yeah, that was a little bit of an update on what I've done, especially with with enemies, and yeah, well, I mean, you guys are already up. uh, I haven't uh, I haven't gone up. Yeah, this one actually looks pretty darn cool. I'm kind of happy how the beam looks in there. The one thing that I'm not so sure about is like um, I wonder if this is the exposure, and this one should have it because I've made it so that it was whoopsie. It was a little darker, you know, so you get a little bit more out of it. Um, but I'm not entirely sure why it's. Not sure if maybe I changed something. Um, yeah. Oh, so the beam is they're actually just meshes. It's not a fog sheet. It does have an option to make the fog kind of move, like the dust in the material. But it's it's from so this is a fog sheet here. So see this part. Kind of I just wanted to place it there, and there's another fog sheet down here, kind of in this ravine. But this one is just a collection of meshes. So you can set some properties as far as the length would be like the scale on the z-axis. This length doesn't really do a whole lot. Um, and of course you can play around with the radius, kind of to make it like that. Well, yeah, I mean it's I guess it's a God ray, or and now that I changed the radius, I actually kind of like it a little bit better, like that, because it gives a little bit more variety. So, well, this one actually came with the forest pack. So I bought the forest pack a while back, just to make the outside forest. So I guess I've hidden that level. I guess I did. So the forest pack actually came with the mention level. So the forest pack came with this set um, of these god rays. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. a light that's kind of bright at the moment. Yeah, it's still a little bright. I'm wondering if I kind of played around with the skylight too much. Yeah, I guess I might have. So that was one of the issues, I guess, for the cave being so bright. But yeah, the forest pack came with these trees that I really like because they're just kind of the style that I see around where I live, and you kind of get experience from where you live at. And some of the black forest that I've used for my inspiration. So yeah, there you go. That's a little bit along the lines of what I was hoping for. As far as this internal thing, and I think I had it at 7. And the thing that I like about it's also using these probes, which are really nice. So this one would, you know, I think it's a little bit better as far as like the interior lighting for the cave. Um, I mean, potentially what could be done is like, the probes could be made a little bit more, a little stronger. So like this one could be a 2 maybe. Actually, no, I think a 1 is fine. But, there could be a second one that could have a bigger light radius, maybe 3000. So it'd be kind of, and of course a little bit of a lesser brightness to it. So it's a little bit of a second light around here. Maybe even more. Let's go to 4000, I think. Actually, there we go. Yeah, dudes. Well, I think this is kind of what I wanted to have here. I'm not sure why I did terrain. I guess I gotta sculpt that terrain a little bit so it doesn't go through the cave. But yeah, I think we've made a little bit of progress, even just adjusting the lighting a little bit on this cave. So I think that looks okay. I'm happy with that. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. Yeah, I'm about to head to bed as well because it's good for you. So right on. Well, I'm gonna try and do another stream tomorrow, but oh, dude, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Hopefully, once more of it is finished, it's gonna look even better once you actually start to navigate it. So, sleep is for the weak. Exactly. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna sleep. So, y'all have a good one. Good morning, I guess, for most of you. So, take care now. Hopefully, we'll see you soon. Bye.